Hey, Segovia, back with another video. Hope everyone out there is having a good day, y'all. In today's video, we got some of the most disturbing TikTok glitches you'll ever see. Before we get into it, be sure to hit that like button, y'all. Let's get in that algorithm. And remember, these are for entertainment purposes only. Don't believe everything you see in these videos. Make sure you go out there and do your own research. But enough with the chit chat, y'all. Y'all know my slogan. We're going to save that for the end of the video. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Did you guys see that Brazil projected the picture of the Pope on Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, y'all? What do they know that we don't? Not just in Brazil, but in his hometown in Buenos Aires, Argentina, they projected his picture on the obelisk. They say the Pope is in critical condition and he's been in the hospital for 2 weeks. And then I see this, y'all. I was like, hold on. Do you guys see this? Like, did anybody see this? Does anybody know what this is? Like, this is the Fool's card in tarot, y'all. The Fool's card in tarot, y'all. My goodness, the world is really a stage, because you don't think he pulled up to her on purpose, or just her being there for the photo op. Like, why would they have that there? So what is it that they're telling us, y'all? Are they taking us for fools? Are they saying that we are fools? Are they saying April Fools? What are they telling us here? Are they saying that the Pope might succumb in the month of April Fools? See, it's funny that the Pope gets projected on Christ the Redeemer, and then doing the gematria on him, he gave me all sixes. Like, you see what I'm saying? Look, the Pope gives you 42, that's 6. The Fool's card, 42. Pope Francis, 5 + 1, 6. And then his real name, George Mario, gives you 66. That's 666 all across the board. And he was projected on Christ the Redeemer. In tarot, the Fool's card represents new beginning, potential of willingness to take risk, and often symbolizes a leap of faith into the unknown. So could the Pope be getting ready to take a leap of faith into the unknown, like the darkness? Because out of the darkness comes the light, right? Which is the new beginnings. You know, people often say when you die in one life, you are born into the next. And here we go over here. I'm going to come back and do a part 2 to this video, because I want to show you how all of this is connected to Donald Trump as well. But did anybody else catch this? Please let me know down in the comments below. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Just shift this year, y'all. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
So Conan is hosting the Oscars tonight, and he just took a shot at Drake, referencing what Kendrick been calling him. Y'all take a look at this.
Well, we're halfway through the show, which means it's time for Kendrick Lamar to come out and call Drake a pedophile. Don't worry, I'm a lawyer.
Okay, so coming from Kendrick, that was a rap battle. But you throwing shots in front of all these Hollywood actors that are probably peas is crazy work. They all started cheering and shit, knowing half of them are really what he said out his mouth. At the end of the day, this is definitely building more of a case for Drake for what he was saying. But I just can't get over the fact that somebody like this and all them people in the crowd really cheered when he said that, when we all know that they're really doing that, or they're really that. I'm not gonna lie, the shit was corny. At this point, y'all dragging it. And then he really thought he ate, talking about, go ahead, try to sue, I'm lawyered up. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts down below in the comments. How do y'all feel about this?
Why is nobody talking about this? Rap battle or not, you don't call somebody that unless you have some real evidence, right? Because that type of word, that thing on your jacket, gets you offed quick, right? Is anybody investigating this? Is anybody saying, hey, why are they playing that part of the song at the Grammys? Why is he saying this at the Super Bowl? Why are they saying these things at the Oscars? Like, maybe we gotta do some investigating into this. That's a serious allegation, right? That's not no little, you said you did something in the streets and you didn't, right? Some little nonsense. Who cares about that stuff, right? This is some serious allegations that they're putting on this guy and saying it right in our face for a reason. That's just my opinion, y'all.
They still press send on $80 million to luxury hotels in New York. Your tax money went to pay for illegal aliens in luxury hotels in New York from an agency that is meant to help Americans in distress from natural disasters.
Right, and I would like to
That's
know
fucked
how
up.
much, and I would like to know how much they spent on North Carolina and how much they spent on Maui.
Yes, exactly.
What was the issue between Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey? Because I heard you make a comment before about how, Steve Harvey tried to take Bernie Mac road. Like, what happened with that?
You told me, Steve, bro, I don't have anything against Steve Harvey. But if somebody tells you something and you know that you heard it from somebody that you knew, right? Certain people that in your life you believe, right? Everybody that's watching this, there's certain people in your life that you believe. I did Who's the Man with Bernie. We put Bernie in Who's the Man because Bernie was fucking hilarious. And we had a friendship, okay? Bernie Mac was always the same person. I don't care if he was on the Bernie Mac show. I remember doing According to Jim. I was living in L.A. A recurring role on Jim Belushi's show called According to Jim. Right across from me was Bernie Mac's show, and it was on fire. He had the whole side of the building, like, the poster that they showed on TV with him and the kids in the back and Wanda, the wife, that's where he filmed that. I have no idea that just because I know Bernie Mac that I can saunter over there and ask for Bernie Mac. So when he found out that I was across the other side of the lot, he sent one of his people to come get me, and me and him sat out and we had lunch and we smoked cigars, and he even took an extra hour just so he could kick it with me. Bernie is one of those people, like certain other people in my life, that I knew very well. If Stretch told me something, I would believe it because he never lied to me.
How casinos rig slot machines. I know I'm going to get a lot of comments on this one, but casinos actually cannot rig a slot machine. I was a slot manager for 9 years, and I personally installed and set up hundreds of slot machines. And I will tell you 100% that slot machines cannot be rigged by the casino. The casinos do not need to rig slot machines. They are designed to make money, but not rigged.
Yeah, but we all have seen very viral clips that they put these addictive things. They went and got psychiatrists to put flashing lights and noises and images on there to attract us, to addict us to keep going, right? So in a way, it is rigged.
Casinos typically have 5 settings to choose from for a theoretical payback percentage. This doesn't mean the percentage is exact. They can pick, for instance, 85% up to typically 98% payback percentage. Now, this is for the life of the machine, but every spin is still random, and the casino cannot rig these machines. The casino cannot change the percentage on the fly. It is a long, lengthy process to do this, and it has to be overseen by the Gaming Commission. Follow me on all my backup accounts. Links are in the bio.
I don't trust doctors. I don't want to go to the doctor. I don't like doctors. I loathe them. I don't trust a lot of doctors. You don't. I don't. Why? Too. I haven't been to the doctor since COVID. And
what happened in COVID was so egregiously wrong. I mean, I don't look at the CDC, the NIH, FDA in the same way any longer, public health officials. And the other issue, the gender affirming care, and to have this concept that there's no such thing as male and female, that you can take a biological male and convert them to a woman and they're really a woman. Surgery. I mean, that is, when you talk about witchcraft and voodoo, that is witchcraft and voodoo. And all the scientific evidence is against it.
Now I'm kind of on the same wave as that. I got sick recently and I went to the doctor, right? I was like, you know what? I just want to get better. Let me just go get some antibiotics, get this out of my system quick, because I'm tired of this cough. I'm tired of being sick. It wasn't going nowhere. It was just lingering around, right? So I went that night. I have never in my life had a cough that bad. I got 10 times worse after taking what the doctor gave me. So right then and there, I said, you know what? Unless I got to go draw blood or unless it's something serious, if it's just a minor cold or flu, I'm not going, y'all. I'm just going to ride this wave out because I swear I've never had that type of cough. Now, I go to the doctor a lot because we got a newborn, right? We got to go to the doctor every month, for the baby. But, me personally, I think I'm done with doctors unless I'm going to get a blood script or some type of script, y'all.
Dude, did y'all see these new moon landing photos?
They look
Holy
legit, bro.
moly, dude. Look at these graphics, man. This is absolutely incredible. I mean, it don't get no better than this, man. Just look at the power of the camera they had. I mean, just look closely. Don't forget, man, I mean, the camera they had way back then, dude, that was what, like 60, 70 years ago? Even then, man, the graphics were insane, dude. Look at this insane moon. I just love these little chairs, man. You know how comfy that probably was riding on the moon? And you see articles like this right here. Why do some people believe the moon landings were a hoax? Well, I don't know. Take a look at this right here. This was the 60s and the 70s. It said, look at this picture right here. Is this supposed to be a real picture, man? Some people think we didn't really land on the moon. I mean, look. Why would we think that, NASA? The sheer quality of these photos, dude, should make anyone be like, no, there's no way we didn't go. We had to have went. Look how powerful the coding is, man. I'm just saying, dude. What do y'all think?
Things that quietly disappeared in American schools, today's kids will never experience. Cursive writing is no longer necessary. Do you remember how you felt when you were forced to learn it back in the day? Now, cursive is pretty much useless. Gone are the old pull-down maps. Technology has replaced them. The blackboard has been replaced by whiteboards and smartboards. And with that, we no longer need chalk. The cool chalk holders teachers once used are now pointless. Vintage chalk holders have no use anymore. The outdated overhead projectors aren't seen much anymore. Handwritten school attendance sheets are a thing of the past. I can't believe Lisa Frank isn't the ultimate school supply brand anymore. That aesthetic is unbeatable. Today's kids will never understand the thrill of a good game of dodgeball. Students used to learn how to navigate libraries using the Dewey Decimal System. And gone are the days when you had to walk to the back of the classroom to sharpen your pencil. Can you believe it?
So remember the agendas? How cool they were every year. The cool agendas. We got emergency, National Weather Service. Remember how cool agendas were? I used to love my agenda. You use it to go to the bathroom. You write your notes in there. You write your plans. The good days, y'all. The good days we'll never be able to go back to and relive those days of just walking home from school, y'all. Not a worry in the world, but to go home and have some chips or something, right? Go outside and play with your friends.
This theory that no one can make up something that they have not seen before. Like, the only thing, like, I encourage you, get out a sheet of paper and try to draw something on that paper that you have never seen before. You cannot do it. So there's this theory that you can't create anything you have not seen before. That's why in Hollywood, when they make these movies about certain things, giants specifically is what I'm talking about, like the BFG giant that Disney made, they couldn't have made that without somebody actually witnessing that. Now, the theory is of course, like you can see a human and you can make them bigger, sure. But in order to know that a human can be bigger, you would have to see a bigger human. So I said it to say that movies like this and movies like Marvel and all these other superhero, Greek god movies and giant movies and horror movies, they don't come out of thin air is the point I'm making. There's truth to all you see on television. There is a little bit of truth, meaning these things possibly exist. Like things like Marvel characters probably exist in ancient times, but they just amplified maybe like the way that they looked or things like that. But the theory is that you cannot create something that you have not seen. And so the fact that these directors and these producers and all these people, they aren't just creating these things out of thin air. They are creating them because they actually have existed before or still exist today. In essence, BFG giant.
Maui, California, Myrtle Beach. You want to know what all three of these places have in common? Smart cities coming to a city near you, and very soon.
So South Carolina is on fire in March. It's not even wildfire season, but yet somehow over 4,000 acres has burned in South Carolina. I'm hearing this spreading something like what happened in California. Y'all, so peep this. You got drought conditions with record heat temperatures, with crazy high winds, all seem to align at the same time while there's a fire. But it gets even weirder. Just last month, FEMA was running wildfire disaster drills in the southeast. Now, boom, we got fire. Now, I don't know. This sounds like a test run gone wrong, or maybe something bigger at play. I don't know. It's just crazy how we having all these weird events going on. All these fires. You having fires and then floods. Like, what? Look, I'm not sitting here saying I know what's going on, but all I do know is that this don't feel normal. They keep saying, oh, it's climate change, but me and a lot of other people really know what's going on. So y'all, drop y'all thoughts down below in the comments.
Glitches, y'all. Glitches in the
There
matrix.
are dozens of fires going on in North and South Carolina right now. Wildfires all over both states. This is from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That looks worse than a war zone. That actually looks like hell. My gosh, what is going on down there? That area of the United States, North and South Carolina, have been through so much in the past few months. And now, for the past couple days, South Carolina alone has reported over 175 wildfires. Yeah, you heard me right. 175 wildfires. This is just a rough graphic of part of the area where the fires are. And as you can see, it's happening all over the place. It seems like at least once a week there's another natural disaster happening somewhere in the United States. And even though the California fires got most of the press, the Carolinas have been through absolute hell. With the floods a few months ago and now these wildfires. Okay, I just wanted to share this with you, Bushkis. Shabadoo.
You know, it's not even wildfire season yet. So are we in for a wildfire season in the West? In the Arizonas, Texas, New Mexico, California? Is this going to be a wildfire season? Because I know Arizona hasn't got a lot of rain at all. Phoenix, I can only speak for Phoenix. I can't speak for northern and, eastern Arizona. But for Phoenix, really no rain, y'all. And usually when there's no rain in Phoenix, there's no rain in Payson, Sedona, Flagstaff. They don't even really get a lot of snow in Flagstaff. I don't even know if the snow bowl's open, y'all.
This is a really weird theory, okay? And it's probably not true. But my theory is that Elon Musk's grand plan is to combine Starlink with electric vehicles, with solar panels, with battery storage, okay, to enable people to live off the grid. And you therefore solve the world's housing crisis because once Tesla produces a motorhome, the Tesla Winnebago, right? You don't need to worry about buying a house in London. You can just go and live in one of those. Mm-hmm. And you'll need a base. Now, you'll need a big shed somewhere outside the M25 where you keep all your shit, right? But you can go and buy, 15 acres of woodland for like 30 or 40,000 pounds, not far from a railway station. You keep an electric bicycle. You charge that thing up with a bit of solar and the occasional trip to the BP Pulse charging station. Used to be the dream, right? Y'all. You can run your Nespresso machine, your oven, your microwave, your big telly off that 200 kilowatt hour battery that's underneath your Tesla Winnebago. You've got your Starlink thing connecting you to the phone network. All he needs to do is produce a sort of microwave toilet that deals with your waste and your effluvium. And actually, you could tank the world's property market by allowing people to go nomadic.
Elon Musk could potentially combine his companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink to create a seamless ecosystem of sustainable energy, space exploration, and advanced technology. This integration could drive innovation, lower costs, and accelerate progress on critical global challenges.
Glaciers are melting and they're finding a lot of stuff. That's a really old looking arrow. It's from 700 AD. This mitten is super well preserved. It's completely intact and it's preserved almost perfectly for over 1,000 years. Lots of clothing is being found. So well preserved that even the feathers on the arrows are still completely intact. From 500 AD. Holy it looks like somebody just dropped it yesterday. Yeah, they're saying in this area in Norway, there was a lot of reindeer hunting back in the Iron Age, and a lot of people just traveled through this like a highway, and they dropped a lot of shit. And now that the ice is melting, it's just coming to the surface. A horseshoe from the year 300 in perfect condition. Yeah, it's pretty insane. And none of this stuff has decayed, but it's decaying now since it's coming to the surface. Yeah, Yeah. What the hell is this? No one knows, actually, but it's kind of freaky. Yeah, and those people carry diseases, so along with these items that have been perfectly preserved, so have the diseases, and they're coming to the surface and melting now. So, bubonic plague.
Со мной вечно мы ловим чьи-то взгляды, прячем свои лица. Ты один, аллиготер, через свою большую ПОУ. Подними меня разок, не развяжется твой ПОУ. Не ходи ты выспирком, там тебя посадят РАКом.
Would you trust that guy with $100 billion? Look at him. I felt like he was kind of, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I got a heart, y'all. I've been bullied, right? Felt like poor Zelensky was, or whatever, Zelensky was getting a little bullied in there, y'all. He had his back against the wall, right? The wolves were on him. But after seeing this, y'all, do you trust this with $100 billion?
I need someone at Goodwill to come to the front of the class because I have lots of questions.
Tell me about it.
Now, we grew up pretty poor, and we used to thrift a lot because that's the only way we could get things.
Go out of business
go to
because
yard
of
sales,
this.
consignment stores. We used to go to
making
Goodwill.
good money.
But why all of a sudden are Goodwill prices competitive to other retail stores where they're getting all this for free? This is obviously a used bird cage. It's $40. Now, that's on the PetSmart website for $50, and you can probably find a coupon for it. Brand new. Because why is this $12.99? These standing lamps. Because the same lamp, same brand, everything is at Walmart for $9.87.
Yeah, those are cheap.
This aquaculture fish tank,
Walmart.
$45 at Walmart. Everything
It's not even a
included.
good tank.
$39.99 here. Only the aquarium and light. None of this other stuff included. Turn dial stained up crock pots.
Yep.
$30. $29.99.
Punk ass Adidas.
$8. Used Tresemme, $8. You can get the 2-pack with the shampoo and conditioner for $12 at Walmart. Those little Walmart Christmas candles that they have for about $5, $7.99. Maybe it's me, maybe it's my store. Are they donating all this extra money? I just need to know what the plan is because I don't understand. Okay, bye.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, y'all. I'm not gonna lie though. When I went to Arizona a couple months ago, the thrift shops were still cheap. I went to the Goodwills out there. I made a lot of money at those Goodwills, and they were still okay. You know, some things are overpriced, of course, but they're still okay. But out here where I'm at now, these thrift shops, first of all, they're all garbage. Nothing is good in these thrift shops, and they're way overpriced. I'm like, what are these people donating? They're donating trash. Let me give you guys a little tip, y'all. If you got bulk pickup in your city, I don't have it out here, right? Out here, we just put our stuff out, and people from Mexico come and take our trash, or they'll come pick up our couches we don't want, our washer that doesn't work. We just put it out in the front. It's gone in 2 hours. But in Arizona, they got something called bulk trash, y'all. I used to get so much things out of the trash. $300 couches, workout equipment, ellipticals were out there every week. Computer chairs, every $50, quick, easy $50 flip, gone in a day on Facebook Marketplace. If you got bulk trash, you can find the schedule for all the neighborhoods around you on your city's website. If you have a truck, you don't even need a truck. There's people out there in cars that get vacuum parts. I found sports memorabilia, stuff you can just fit in your trunk of your car. If you want to just do that, go out there and get stuff to put in your trunk. Trash, y'all. Where there's trash, there's money. I don't know where I heard that quote from, but people don't like dealing with trash, so they'll pay people to take that trash out, y'all. That's why I'm trying to get this valet trash business going, y'all, because people don't want to deal with their trash. Segovia will. Terrifying is that, just cheering and then you see everybody chaos running like that.
Hi. Hey, Jeffrey. How are you? How's everybody doing? Good? Oh, hi. Happy? Hey, Carrie. Is anybody hungry? I just feel like everybody's got to be hungry right now. Good. I was hoping you'd say that because I have this crazy idea that I will order pizza. And so if I do, I don't want it to go to waste. Who will eat pizza if I... Jennifer? Yes? Harrison? Yes? Yes? Mark? All right. Large, what do you think?
Face, y'all.
I'm going to order some pizza. That's what I'll do. So I borrowed Pharrell's hat, and I thought I'd pass it around and get some money for the pizza, because nobody ever really, what do you have, Harvey? 200?
200.
That's a
Does that
start.
cover it?
That's
Oh, it's a start.
Let's see, what do you have, John? What you got,
Harvey
20?
Weinstein to start everything
Kevin?
off.
That's for you.
Thanks so much. Okay. Guess what? Pizza's here.
And the majority of the masses that are watching this stuff are just cracking up and laughing and are like, you know what, honey? Let's get some pizza, right? The people that are asleep, they don't even know what's going on. Y'all look who she took money from, Harvey Weinstein and the dude from, I don't even remember his name, y'all. You guys are going to kill me for that. I don't remember his name. The second dude, but the terrible people in Hollywood, y'all, she's taking money from. I wonder why. Why was those on camera? They know what they're doing, y'all. It's crazy.
Hello. Come on down. I lied. We weren't going backstage. Okay. So we have just vegetables with like tomato sauce. We have cheese. We have different kinds. Who's hungry? Who's gonna eat on this side? Okay. Cheese. That's a cheese. Yeah. Julia wants cheese. Who's your favorite movie star? They're here. Who do you want to talk to? The whole thing? All right, great.
Kevin Spacey.
And then I don't have any money. Who here has... Sandy? Where's Harvey Weinstein? Harvey. Harvey.
If someone knocked on your door and said, let me in the house, I just want to shower and eat real quick, you won't let him in?
No.
Why?
I don't know. He's a stranger.
Exactly. So here's the whole point. When you stand before God and you say, let me into heaven, which is his home, he's going to be like, nah, I don't know you.
Take those chemicals and put it in dog manure and make it taste like chicken McNuggets. Right now, we could drink strawberry soda, artificially flavored, and we read the ingredients on the can. We're not going to find strawberries as an ingredient, but it smells like strawberry and it tastes like strawberry. Why? The chemicals. The chemical capital is in New Jersey. Chemicals for your ice cream, for your burgers, your cakes, for everything.
Look, that shit is on fire. What the fuck? Holy shit. That shit is on fucking fire. Yo.
Try to avoid getting angry with your dog. You're getting angry at yourself. It's your issue. You're taking it out on the dog, and the dog says, what is going on? Why is he angry at me? All I do is I love him unconditionally, and he gets angry at me so often. What's the matter with him? Don't get angry with your dog. We project our fears to a dog or to another person, but that's our shadow self, you see. Look in the mirror. It's like you've got a sign on your forehead, I should love myself more. Instead, I take it out on the first person I come across. My wife, my kids, my dog, whatever. We project outward. It's a personal problem that person has, yet he's unaware. Once you become aware, you notice that you are always the cause, not somebody that you're projecting onto.
There's something wrong in this country telling people it is okay to work 3 jobs, not see your kids, not see your loved ones, not take a vacation, and God forbid you get sick, okay? And I still got a job at home because I'm a mother. Because let's not forget, I don't get a day off. And I got to figure all that out. How are we going to eat? How are we going to pay rent? How are we going to pay the utility bills? That every single thing went up after COVID. Not one thing stayed the same except salaries. The only thing that stayed the same in this country is the minimum wage. Even though everything else went up, there is no scarcity. It is how do we pit people against each other so they're too distracted to see everything that I'm too addicted to consuming and how much profit I'm making, and more profit, how many more houses one individual can have, how many yachts can one individual have, regardless of whether I am a female, male, whatever. I am a human being first. With what conscience are you criminalizing poverty? And it's not going to stop just in the United States. The poor of the world, not just this country, are fed up. And let's not leave out rural communities. I live in Haines City, Polk County, Florida, okay? But do you think that the poor in rural communities have transportation? They don't. There's absolutely not even a sidewalk to walk on because I am giving the message of stay poor, stay hidden, and die silently, okay? If I get a job, how do I get to that job? if I even get it when I'm in a rural community.
These took it to another level.
How is this even possible? At first, it looks like a normal job, just a guy tossing tomatoes into a truck. But then, you notice something strange. The bucket keeps coming back, almost like it's moving on its own. No strings, no one pulling it, just perfectly timed motion again and again. Is it physics, muscle memory, or something else? Maybe he's done this so many times that his movements are beyond human. Or maybe we just caught a glitch in real life. People say it's just skill, that he's mastered the perfect flick, creating just the right force to make the bucket bounce back. But no matter how many times you watch, your brain refuses to accept it. The precision, the movement, the perfect rhythm, it's almost too perfect. Maybe this is just physics at work. Or maybe, for a split second, we're seeing something we weren't supposed to. A tiny error in the simulation.
So you just be like running around the neighborhood and your parents wouldn't know where you are?
Yep, just had to be back by dinner time.
Which was around what time?
Around sunset-ish time.
Sunset-ish time? What's that?
I don't know, like between 5 and 9.
5 and 9?
It really wasn't that big of a deal.
Okay, well, did you have a phone?
No, they weren't invented yet.
So on top of your parents letting you run around without knowing where you are, they also had no way to communicate with you to find out.
Start putting these clips in the
That's pretty
videos,
much the
y'all.
gist of it.
How did you not get abducted?
I don't know, maybe that stuff wasn't as prevalent when I was a kid. It's also entirely possible that my generation has more common sense, we're smarter and tougher than your generation.
Nah, I don't believe that.
I think that is the case, and I can prove it to you. If you just follow me to my van, I'll show you. Your van? There's candy. Okay.
So all these celebrities have been dying as of late, y'all, and I have been noticing something unusual about them, and I want to know if you guys have noticed this too. Let's go on with this. When we look at the dates of the deaths associated with these people and even the birthdays, y'all, I'm noticing a lot of 3, 6, and 9, y'all. Let's check this out. The singer Angie Stone died at the age of 63. You got the 3, the 6, you add that up, you get the 9. Gene Hackman was 95 years old when he died, but the year he was born, 1930, you have the 3, the 6, you add that up, is the 9. Betsy Arakawa, the wife of Gene Hackman, was 63 years old. The 3, the 6, you add that up, you get the 9. Quincy Jones was 91 years old when he died, but look at the year he was born in. You have the 3, the 6, and the 9. And even the day that he died, November 3rd, 2024, you have the 9, the 3, and in the 24, 2 plus 4 would give you 6. James Earl Jones was 93 years old at the age of death, and even the date of his death, the 996, the 3, the 6, and the 9. Even when it came to the plane and the helicopter crashes, those numbers were present. You got the UH-60 Black Hawk, there's the 6, it was carrying 3 US soldiers, the 3, the 6, and the 9. This happened right over runway 33, right over the X marks the spot. Y'all see that, right? The 3, the 6, and the 9. And the FedEx flight that shortly caught fire right after leaving Newark was flight number 3609. How can I make this stuff up? So the numbers 369 are coming up, and we are in the year of the 9. And remember what Nikola Tesla told you, right? The answers to the universe, 3, 6, and 9. And we are in the year of the 9. So something big is about to happen. Something big is completing right now, y'all. I've been telling y'all about that shift, and now it's here. What do you guys think about this? Did y'all see this? Did y'all notice this? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
I don't know what's happening, but listen. Listen, hold on. Every 9 seconds that's happening. I don't know what that is. Fuck. You're gonna die?
This shit just got interesting. So Kevin Hart had a show last night in Arizona, and he had everybody's phone taken away before they walked into the building. Obviously, him taking phones away is gonna cause suspicion. You know all the Diddy things are coming out. You know how many people are saying you were involved. Why are you taking away people's phones? Now, this is where it gets interesting. What I heard, Kevin Hart addressed the crowd and let them know, okay, this is why I took your guys' phones away. And everybody assumed he was going to talk about P. Diddy. Then he made a joke saying Michael Jordan hates him. Kevin Hart, I have a suggestion for you, sir. This is a very serious situation, And these are very serious allegations. I don't think it's in your best interest to be playing games and making it seem like you're gonna talk about that. Especially considering there's a lot going on surrounding your name when it goes to P. Diddy. Like, we all remember this interview with you, Diddy, and Usher, bro. You are extremely suspect as it is. So to be sitting here trying to play with fire or trying to use it as a joke is not a good look. Because now that makes some of us even more suspicious. Don't play around with the P. Diddy stuff, bro.
A lot of archaeologists have said to me, but we don't find any plastic bottles from the Ice Age. That means there was no advanced civilization during the Ice Age. Well, hang on. Maybe an advanced civilization might have decided never to get involved in plastic in the first place. Maybe there would have been a clear choice not to make plastic. Maybe they did things in completely different ways. Maybe they cultivated powers of the human mind. We have gone down a path of leverage and mechanical advantage. We're used to relying on machines, but we hear anecdotal reports of people who have telekinetic powers, who can move things with their minds. And our automatic reaction is to just dismiss all of that because science regards consciousness as local to the brain and doesn't see how it can exert itself outside of that.
Is nobody focusing on the fact that Zelensky literally said this? You have ocean between you, and it's very nice. But soon you will feel the effect. What the hell do you mean by that? Why would you say something like that when you literally came to the White House begging for money? You think you can just threaten the United States into Venmoing you? People are saying that Trump and JD were rude. How would you respond if someone literally threatened you while also begging for money? What a scum!
Remember when a few years ago that YouTuber supposedly went missing after creating a portal to Sedona inside of his bedroom?
Missing YouTuber and his viral video. It's all part of a mystery centered around Sedona, Arizona.
Of course, the popular tourist destination that we all love and know, and it's known for its scenic beauty and shopping. But don't forget its mysterious side. Crystals and energy vortexes are a big reason why some people visit Sedona.
He shows himself on video using his computer with a variation of frequencies. He also has this light box on his bed.
It can be used for science experiments. I would say so.
I'm speeding this part up so you can see it. It's much slower in the real video. But you can see the little box working, and it's creating the portal that's supposedly showing Sedona on the other side. His name was Funky Fathead on YouTube. He was notorious for opening up these portals using sound frequencies. Not long after opening up the portal to Sedona, his account went inactive. A lot of people told him that traveling through these portals could be very dangerous for him.
I did not leave with this on my back. I was gone approximately 15 to 17 minutes. I usually don't like to be gone longer than 25 minutes per trip. This is a new one. This is a new thing.
Never fails when landing in Mexico City. It is a laser freaking party every time. Do you know on average in the US we get lasered 30 times per night? 30 times per night, on average, all the damn time. Tell you what, taking off out of San Diego, making a left turn and going up the east, Tijuana, lasering the hell out of me with that one. Usually their preferred color is green, and then down there in Mexico City, well, that illustration was red, but most of the time it's green as well. And it's like, what's the allure? I don't get it. Okay, yeah, I lasered an airplane. Yeah, funny go lucky, but it could really damage my eyes. And if you damage my eyes, cause temporary blindness, low to the ground with possible, if you hit it just right with the perfect strength laser, pilot incapacitation? That doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good at all.
Can we just talk about what in the world is going on today? We'll come right back to this. So today started like any other day with the plane catching on fire in mid-air. Y'all, it's just the usual in 2025. And as we're about to enter spring, as it is March, we're having a blizzard in Iran right now. The weather has been awfully strange, hasn't it? In Athens, they're literally overthrowing the capital right now. We're not going to talk about why though. Now, this right here wasn't today, but after the rivers had turned to blood all over the world, we had a random sea or ocean turning to blood. Signs of the times, I suppose. Don't you dare ask me what's happening behind my head right now, because I will just tell you I don't know. But I'll tell you this, I don't like it. And these are living fish. They get put back in the water after they do whatever they're doing. And then finally, right after that bizarre meeting that we saw yesterday, and then all these countries started talking about their support for this guy, the UK came out and gave him a whole new loan, to do what they're doing over there. So yeah, all in all, life as usual.
This invisible helmet only activates when you fall, but how is that possible? In Sweden, they created the airbag helmet. As it uses sensors to detect sudden changes in trajectory, the collar on the neck activates and the airbag deploys instantly. This innovation has also proven to reduce impact damage by up to 5 times, ensuring a safer ride.
It'd be dope in football, huh? No helmets, just those.
Have you guys ever heard of Death Mountain in North Russia?
Death Mountain?
This is probably one of the craziest connections, connecting a lot of stuff that we've talked about on the podcast. It's a very tall mountain, like one of the tallest mountains in the region. A very spiritual place. The ancient tribesmen, the Sami tribes, they say that it's where these giants used to live. Of course. And there's this giant flood. And these evil giants who they say came from the fallen gods went to this mountain to escape the flood. Some of them went into the earth. They believe that there's the spirits of these evil giants still roam on this mountain today. There are 16,000 megalithic boulders that are bouncing on smaller rocks. They believe that these boulders were placed by the giants, and they act as a portal to another realm. So they say that these giants are actually very hard to kill because they could go to these portals and escape into the spiritual realm.
Dude, is that what Bigfoot is? Just a hairy giant?
Dude, it makes you think.
This is why you can't even mix different fruits. If you take a banana and you mix it with a blueberry in a smoothie, it voids the nutrients of that blueberry.
Way.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Where did people ever live where tropical fruit grew in the same place as bush fruit? Or apples grew with pineapples? Doesn't happen.
Wow.
Right? So these fruits were not meant to be combined. So just think about that. I'm giving you the example, not to tell you specifically about bananas and blueberries, but just to start thinking about where do you live, what's natural and local, and how does that help fortify your body for that local jurisdiction?
Going deep. It's a damn orb. It's a UFO. UAP.
They actually had documented bull sharks stuck in the Great Lakes.
Yes, I heard about that.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Look at this dude. I don't get why everyone calls him a genius. I don't get it. I told you he sacrificed his mom to get his fame. So he didn't do it on his own. He had to do something to get that.
Oh my God, no, y'all, not Angie Stone. They said that her Sprinter van, oh my God, this just happened. They said it was hit by an 18-wheeler. This is someone literally passed by it, and they said they didn't have no idea. Oh my God, y'all. Angie Stone passed away today, just now. They said her Sprinter van was hit by an 18-wheeler, which caused it to flip 3 times. And I believe everyone in the van is passed away. I'm not sure if she was the only person. This is heartbreaking, y'all. Oh my God. And she was so young, y'all. Oh my God. This is scary. We just lost Roberta Flack. last week. Now, Angie Stone. March just started. Literally, the month just started. Rest in peace. My condolences. This is heartbreaking. Oh my God.
So let me ask you something. How in the world are we having wildfires? Hundreds of acres of wildfires in March in South Carolina. And don't you dare come on here and tell me it's normal and it always happens. As far as I'm concerned, and I live here, we never have wildfires here. And it's not even hot. But I was talking about how weird the sun was earlier, and I even showed you how someone got completely burnt because of the sun. Oh, but it's unrelated completely. But even crazier, there's literally 200 separate fires going around South Carolina right now just today. Starting right here, Weird how it starts in Carolina Forest. It seems like wildfires are becoming increasingly prevalent to places that normally don't get wildfires. Yes, we don't usually get wildfires here in South Carolina, especially not by the beach. I mean, y'all, this is freaking insane. When I first saw this picture, I thought it was California. I thought it was LA still going on. Which, by the way, I think it is. Did I tell you none of the fires are contained at all? None? So yeah, pretty crazy stuff. I wonder why this would be happening. No idea.
Americans are worried about where the money has gone.
Yeah.
Will there be a very rigorous accounting of where the money has gone? It seems like there is some question about whether there's corruption or sold military equipment.
No, it can't be so. 100 billions we have got during 3 years.
183 from the U.S.
Now, on the paper, in the documents, yes, but we have, in fact, because 67 came like a weapon. It came through the border. It's checked and it's fixed by everybody, and we shared it not once with the American side. And 31.5, it was direct financial support to the budget.
Something strange is happening to the water in the seas. It is getting much farther away from the shores and is not coming back. In this footage, scuba divers were just caught at the moment when the water began to leave sharply. There are reports of the strange behavior of the seas from around the world. This is the empty shore of Thailand. Locals say they've never seen such a low tide. Next, the water moved away dramatically in Crimea and Turkey, and then Spain. The water just moved away from the shores and it's not coming back. Even off the coast of Africa, it's the same anomaly. In addition to tides, fish began to behave strangely. They massively gather in flocks and swim somewhere, and deep water individuals living at a depth of 3 kilometers rising to the surface. But what is the cause of this phenomenon? At first, it was associated with the moon because it affects the tides through gravity, but nothing has changed on the moon. Many suggest that this is all a harbinger of doomsday. Others generally think that something big has woken up at the bottom of the ocean and is causing the anomalies. What do you think is happening to the seas?
What is the biggest scam in the dental world?
Insurance.
What, in your opinion, is the biggest scam in the dental world?
I'd have to say insurance.
What is the biggest scam in the dental world?
Insurance.
What do you think is the biggest scam in the dental industry?
Well, I would like to think there aren't any at all, actually.
Little did they know,
Of course not.
they would not be going to the game.
Everybody's under arrest. Put your hands on your head.
In 1985, the FBI used NFL football tickets as bait in a sting operation to catch suspects who had outstanding warrants. The FBI mailed out fake invitations to wanted criminals, offering them free Washington Redskins tickets. The FBI even got creative with the fake names they used on invitations they sent out. They used names like Mr. Cran, which is narc spelled backward, and Mr. Detnar, which is wanted spelled backward.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cran.
I received a letter from you for a brunch on December 15th.
Did it say that you had won 2 complimentary tickets to the Redskins and Cincinnati Bengals game?
Y'all.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The sting was set up at a Washington, D.C. hotel. The suspects arrived thinking they were attending an exclusive celebration before the game. The criminals who showed up were excited to be there and to go to the game.
Washington,
To make it seem more realistic and to truly go undercover, FBI agents had to wear disguises. Some posed as janitors, others were cheerleaders, and even mascots were used so the agents could blend in. Once the suspects arrived and confirmed their identities, the agents led them to a conference room. And once they were settled into the room, the SWAT team would burst in through the door and arrest them.
We really have a big surprise for you today. Everybody's under arrest. Don't move. Put your hands on your head.
Among those who were caught were 2 people who were on the FBI's top 10 most wanted list. That day, over 100 criminals were arrested, making this one of the most successful and creative sting operations in FBI history.
They were asking from the bus, can I still go to the game?
What happened to the game?
If
you don't want to get me, you could have came to my house, man, and they know where I live at.
This thing was over. But at the end, we had quite a few families. They were absolutely in shock.
They burned this, man.
It was a good show anyway. So what do you think about all of this?
This is all bull.
You guys ready to see some shit? And this is why I say, it doesn't matter where you buy your parts, because most of the time it's rebranded in a different box in the same part. Ordered the same CV axle, one with an automatic, one with a manual. I realized that after I had received both the axles, I wanted to compare. One from AutoZone here, a gold. One from O'Reilly's. $40 difference in price, by the way. Even if it wasn't an automatic axle. You see that? Same manufacturer's stamp.
Yeah.
You see that? Same manufacturer's stamp.
Everyone's all about that profit, y'all. That's it.
I just noticed something. Drivers don't have extra cash, but this says any delivery charge is not a tip paid to your driver. Please tip your driver. Extra dough, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. They carry less than 20. The company is spending money on printing this instead of just paying the drivers. Please tell me how that makes sense. I understand corporate greed, but come on, y'all. That's stupid. That's past.
It's terrible, y'all. Like, I used to do Uber Eats, Spark, DoorDash. Now, back in the day with Uber Eats, they used to tip after they got their food, right? So they would tip more. We'd get $10, $15, $20 tips. Now they have you tip before you even check out. So you're seeing all these fees, the restaurant fees, the delivery fee, the taxes, the DoorDash fee. So do you think you're going to tip a lot after seeing all those fees? You're going to tip the minimum, right? Back in the day, you used to do all the checkout. 10 minutes later, you get a notification. You're done eating. You're full. You're happy. Would you like to tip? You know what? I feel good. Let me throw them $10. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know why they did that, y'all, but ever since they did that, tips went from up here to down here because people are seeing all these charges. I ain't gonna tip a lot. You guys just took me for let's just say a $10 meal. Now it costs $25. Then you want me to tip too? Whereas if they did the tip later, after they ate, 15, 20 minutes later, they get a notification, would you like to tip? That's how they used to do it, y'all. And I used to make a lot of money doing that.
Be all stupid if you would.
Someone please explain to me why you can get a weed eater and a blower with a battery and a charger for $99. When it's not on sale, it's $149. But if you want a battery by itself, it's $119. Help me understand that.
I don't get these people that have headphones on out hiking and stuff. I used to. Too much close calls with snakes. But every time I go running on the mountain, there's always a dude with headphones. He doesn't hear me. Maybe it's a good thing she had the headphones on because she probably would have panicked and fell. You imagine going home and watching the flash? Fucking grizzly bear behind you.
need to know why Angelina Jolie received $20 million from USAID and why she is still on the US government's payroll. She has not done anything in the last decade. What I do know is I used to follow her many years ago when she went to the Congress for special interest groups related to humanitarian aid. But again, she hasn't done anything in the last decade. I always find it interesting every time a celebrity goes to Congress to act and speak on behalf of the American people, when subsequently there's a year worth of advertisement that their face is on. Celebrities don't do anything for free. It's just a fact. So I need to know why Angelina Jolie was on the payroll. Adding to that list, just so people know, Dennis Quaid, Ben Affleck, Kerry Washington, Gabrielle Union, Ashton Kutcher, Nick Jonas, as well as Sophia Bush have also all been to the Congress for special interest groups. So I would not be surprised if their names showed up in the coming days. Coincidentally, Sophia Bush was an individual who just recently came out as of January 28th saying that people should resist this administration. Yet she was the same individual in 2020 who went before Congress and said both federal workers and public sector workers should comply with the mandates. And many people lost their job. Yet she's telling federal employees to not comply with this administration. Interesting. Doge has obviously hit a nerve. On the money.
The following footage comes from a young man who works in downtown Phoenix in a very old building. It was late in the evening when he was passing a corridor when he saw something at the corner of his eye. That's when he decided to stop and record to hopefully capture something. And boy did he. It absolutely terrified him. He captured what looks to be a shadow person. Take a look at this.
Yeah, hell no.
What do you think?
Aquí estoy en 7 y hablo en 36. Sí, mija, tengo 3 dudas.
Did you see it?
When I used to work at LabCorp, I was afloat, so sometimes I'd have that midnight route. One of the last stops was the LabCorp PSC, which is like, a LabCorp office. So at the end of the night, got to go clean them out. Got to take all the blood, all the urine, all the everything, all the samples, take it to the lab, right? That PSC was very haunted, y'all. When I was training with the guy, he said, "Hey, I see things in here. I go in, I go out. I don't sit around." Sometimes the janitor's in there. You're lucky. That way, when there's a group, you're okay, right? When you're alone, and I swear when I would go in there, y'all, you just felt all the pressure on you, all the tension, all the pressure. Boy, I'd be in that thing. I wouldn't even scan anything. I'd scan it in the van when I get to the lab, y'all, because I didn't even want to be in front of the office no more. It was a crazy little old doctor's office, y'all. Oh, crap.
This is why you don't do oil changes every 7,500 miles on a Kia or a Hyundai. All that just came out of these valve covers, and there's still a ridiculous amount of sludge in there. I'm gonna have to soak these in a degreaser bath for days in order to get all this stuff out of here. And even then, it's still not gonna be perfect. I already started doing this one. But this is the effects of following the manufacturer spec oil changes. I'm sure it doesn't help that it burns oil as well, so all this oil is just burnt, caked up oil. I'll post a video of what the engine looked like when I pulled the valve covers off. It was absolutely disgusting.
Oh, look who was spotted at Disney World. The one and only Casey Anthony. Y'all, this woman right here is one of those people that I literally don't understand how she got away with unaliving her child. So Casey Anthony literally said that now that she's kid free, she can go places like Disneyland by herself and enjoy the park. I'm pretty sure her daughter would have loved Disneyland. So yeah, TMZ reportedly said that Casey Anthony said, "I'm ready for innocent fun at Disney World, just and no kids." Like, how do you do that? You unalive your daughter and then you go to Disneyland and you're saying you're kid free. Like, that's a little bit much. I'm not even saying, like, even if she didn't do it, it's still a little bit weird to say what she said. Like, innocent fun at Disney World and no kids. One thing I would never understand is how this woman got away with murder.
All right, family. There you have today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Made it this far. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I don't know what we're doing today, y'all. We're gonna have wind gusts coming up in about 30 minutes. It's already windy. I hear it out there. Upwards of 60 miles an hour, y'all. Me and Mama Bear want to get out the house, like anything. Let's go to Walmart. Let's go to Target. Just walk around, buy some, things we need for the house. We just want to get out, but I don't know if we're going to get out today. It's ugly. The next couple days, Wednesday, we get a little break with no wind. That's when I'll do my planting in the back. I was going to plant my plants in the back, but it's going to be 60-mile-an-hour winds. It's going to be throwing those bushes all over. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to plant it. Got it in a safe place, still in the sun, but away from any wind. But it's just the ugly, this time of year where I'm at is very ugly, and it's windy season, right? But man, she made some good keto carnivore pancakes, y'all. And I've had the non-keto pancakes that come in a little package. These were better, y'all. Cream cheese, eggs, whip it, and just like you're making pancakes, y'all. Hey, 10 out of 10. Anybody out there doing keto carnivore? I think she found it on Pinterest. They were good, y'all. Very good. And I've had the keto or the carnivore pizza with the chicken crust. It tastes like a Quest pizza. If anybody's ever had a Quest pizza, that's kind of what it tastes like, y'all. Highly recommend. I'm probably gonna have that tomorrow because today we're having some pork chops, some steaks. I'm doing good, y'all. I'm feeling good. I'm a little tired today, but I'm feeling good in the mind, y'all. But I think today's just gonna be a relaxing day. It's too ugly to go outside, take the baby out there. It's just an ugly day, y'all. So anyways, I hope everyone out there has a good day. Like I said, if you made it this far, be sure to hit that like button, y'all. This is Segovia. I'm signing out of the Man Cave. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow on the next one. Later.